Good morning dear students. Today I will teach you chapter 11, force and pressure. What is the force? Introduction. Force is the most commonly used word in everyday life. Let us consider a few examples. What is the force? A push or pull is called the force. Push or pull is called the force. And let us see, we can see some examples. Example 1. Imagine you are going for a school picnic. The bus has some trouble with its battery. The driver asks the boys to push the bus. What do the boys do? They apply force during pushing so that the bus starts moving. In this example, you seen that bus has some trouble with its battery, and when all the boys push or the force, apply the force, so we can see that bus starts moving. Second example. Example 2. Imagine that the door of your house is jammed, as it often happens in the rainy season. Your mother tries to pull it open. However, the door does not open. She calls you for help. Both of you apply force to pull open the door. And in second example, you will see that some trouble with the doors of your house. So when you have to pull, when you have to apply force, and when you have to pull it, then you can open it easily. In first and second example, you seen that a push or pull is called the force. If you carefully study the above examples, you will notice that the word force is associated with either pull or push, which causes some kind of motion. Similarly, actions like picking, lifting, opening, shutting, kicking, flicking are often used to describe the force. Thus, in very simple terms, force is defined as push or pull. In these examples, we can see that a push or pull is called the force. Now, force as a result of interaction of one object with another object. A boy standing behind a stationary car. Will the car move simply because of the physical presence of boy? Obviously, it will not move. If any car is there and if any boy is standing behind, just behind the car, and its presence is there, only physical presence is there, then car will move? No, car will not move. Either when he will apply the force on the car, then only it will move. And no interaction between the boy and the car, because boy is physically only present just behind the car. The boy actually pushing the car from behind. Will the car move? Most probably the car will move in the direction of applied force. Yes, car will move when boy apply the force on the car, then car will move when in that desired direction. Why did the car move in this case? Obviously, the interaction of the boy with the car resulted in a force between the two objects. And now in all the above cases, you can see there are two bodies or objects. When these objects interact, a force comes into play. Thus we can say an interaction of one object with another object result in a force between the two objects. So what we can say that? We can say that an interaction of two objects with another and resulting a force between the two objects. Effects of force. What are the force can do? First thing, force can cause motion in a stationary object. Second, force can stop the moving object or slow them down. Third, force can make a moving object move faster. Fourth, force can change the direction of moving objects. Fifth, force can change the shape of object. Now, we have to come with the first one, and first one is the force can cause motion in a stationary object. If any object is there and anyone is applying force, then it will move in that direction. When a force is applied on a stationary object, it can make it move. For example, if you push a book placed on a table, it starts moving. When you pull a chair, it starts moving. When you push a handcart, it starts moving. However, it is not necessary that a force always makes a stationary body move. For example, if you try to push the wall of your classroom, it will not move. In this example, if book is there and book is placed on the table, then you will see that when you have to apply when you apply some force, then you will see that it will move in that direction. But if you want to push the wall of the classroom, then you cannot move it. Now, for the matter, even if all the boys in your class push the wall, it will not move. And if all the boys comes together and when they will push the wall, then it will not move. The reason is that the force applied by all of you is not sufficient to move the wall. What is the reason behind this? This is the reason. When you have to apply the force on the wall, so sufficient force is not there. Due to that reason, you cannot push or pull or you cannot force the wall. Second, force can stop the moving objects, slow them down. Imagine your friend is riding a bicycle. If you pull his bicycle from behind, it slows down. And it means if you apply a force in the direction opposite to the direction of the moving body, the body slows down. And when you have to see that if your friend is going with a bicycle and when you have to push the force, when you have to pull the force, then you will see that it stops. This decreases. Similarly, if we apply brakes to a moving bicycle, it first slows down and then stops. We ourselves have to apply force to stop our bodies. While running, a cricket ball is stopped by a player by applying a force in the direction opposite to that of ball. From the above examples, it is clear that force may stop a moving body or may reduce the speed of the body. It can reduce the speed also. And third example, force can make a moving object move faster. Imagine a car puller pulling a car with a sloping road slowly. If you help him by pushing the car, then you will see that it will start moving faster. Similarly, when a moving vehicle is accelerated by pressing the acceleration, it starts moving faster. When a football player hits the moving football, the ball starts moving with greater speed. When the horse pulling a tonga applies greater force, the tonga moves faster. In this, we can see that when you have to push the force, when you have to apply the force, then what is the object is there, it will move faster. Force can change the direction of moving object. It can change the direction. Suppose that when a cricket player hits the ball with the bat, his force changes the speed as well as direction of the ball. He can change the speed of the ball and the direction also he can change. Similarly, a football player changes the direction of a moving ball by angling his foot.